Video, I'm going to go over the check-in for lesson 2.1.2. So we are using algebra tiles to create a shape here, and my first tile is an XY tile, and the longer side of the XY tile is, let's go ahead and use a scribble, is going to be a length of Y. So I'm just going to mark it up with this color here. All the Y's will be shown in this purple color. So that length is a Y. So is the bottom, but I have something funny here where this section is not on the outside and this section is not out on the outside. So I'm going to do that part last. So this section is a Y, this section is a Y. So far I've got 3 Y's. Now I'm going to show the sections that are X long. So the short side of this tile is X. Here's another X and another. And oops, and one more over here. Okay, the only section I have remaining is this section and these 2 bottom sections. And the easiest way to think about it is if I were to look at this section, it is the exact same as this exposed section. So I'm just going to look at this one down here like it's actually up here, because even though it's the same length, I'm just thinking of it as being located right here. Similarly, this section is the same as this top section. And then this part is on the outside of the shape. So we're looking at perimeter. Perimeter is the total length of the outside of the shape. So if you look at where I've been marking, I am creating an outline of my shape. So even though I'm counting here and here, I'm actually pretending that it's this section down here that is on the outside of the shape. It's just easier because when you add them all up, it's equal to Y. So I can easily count up, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 full Y's. And there's 4 X's. I should put some spaces in here. So that's one way to think about it. The other way does not involve thinking of that piece as getting pushed down to the bottom. So I'm going to erase all of that. So these are all full X and Y's that are being shown. And now for the next section, I'm going to count each as I go. So, oopsie, I'm still on erase. Undo what I did. Okay, scribble tool. So this is equal to 1, and this is equal to 1, because both of those are the same length as a 1 tile. So each of those are 1. This funny section here that's left can be calculated by taking the full Y length. I'll keep it color coding going here. So taking the full Y and taking away, wow, that's a horrible Y, and taking away these pieces that are not exposed. Those are both 1s. So I'm going to take away this part, and I'm going to take away this part. So in total, I'm going to take away 2. Now when I add these all up, I have a little bit of extra work to do. So I've got my Y's, but I'm taking away 2. But then I'm adding back these 2. So they end up canceling each other out. So I've got 1 Y, 2 Y, 3 Y's, 4 Y's, and this minus 2 is getting canceled out by this plus 2. And that kind of goes along with the visual I showed with the first strategy. So we get the same answer, 4 Y's and 4 X's.